Hi, I'm Diane Solinger, and I lead the Googlers Give team at Google. We're the team that focuses on engaging Googlers in giving and volunteering. I'm here at the Benevity Goodness Matters conference because we've been working with Benevity for several years, and I find this conference a great opportunity to not only learn what's on their product roadmap so that we can work more effectively with them, but also meet with peers, learn some best practices, share some ideas, and have some time to reflect. Because oftentimes we're so much in the weeds in our jobs that we don't have enough time to just sit back, think a little bit, be more strategic, and see where our programs can go for the long term. It's really great to be here again. Yes, Googlers Give is a global program. We have offices in over 100 countries and are trying to make sure that all our programs work for all. One of our main goals is systems work for every Googler, and that the experience should be the same no matter where you are in the world as a Googler for your giving and volunteering. So it's challenging, but I think what we find the best way to go about it is to create global frameworks that can be localized and implemented on the ground as appropriately by culture and for language or for the NGO sector in those countries where our people are. I think having that global framework, but then the localization piece is challenging, but how it actually ends up operationalizing is because we have ambassadors. Many companies have these types of programs, but these are volunteers that volunteer for us, for our Google programs, and they understand the landscape, they understand their communities, they understand the people that they work with, so they bring that local context and help tie that into a global program. One of the key measurements of success for our program since we launched about 3 years ago was participation. And when I joined Google just over 3.5 years ago, we were around 30-35% participation in giving and volunteering. And we've really moved that up. It's 64% now. And so that's a big win for us considering the growth of Google over the years. We're now close to 60,000 employees around the world. And when I joined, it was closer to 35,000 employees around the world. So having that increase in participation, but also that increase in headcount has been a big, big win for us. But I think it's not just about the participation. I see now more than ever that giving and volunteering is an integral part of Google's culture. And so having more people participate in it actually means that it does get ingrained even further into what it means to be a Googler and what it means to be at Google. Google has a unique culture. Every company has a unique culture. But I think the thing that we try to balance is the sense of ownership. Everybody at Google should feel like we're an owner. And so that creates a lot of grassroots efforts. Having bottoms up with support from the top down makes it work. Sometimes we have a million flowers blooming that may be all the same, and we try to bring them together and create bouquets. That's where it becomes a great impact story. But that idea that you can and you are enabled and empowered as a Googler to start a program, to volunteer, to give to an organization that you want to give to, and then share that with your peers in your office or with Googlers you know around the company, that makes it just very dynamic and energetic and robust. And I think that is kind of the nature of Google's culture. Where I see us going is the fact that we've got all this activity now, and we need to find a way, as I mentioned, to create more bouquets and bring us together so that we can have better stories and narratives around how we are collectively making impact against certain issues. So our big theme going forward is going deeper. We've got 64% of the company doing something. We'll get to 80%, I hope. And then we got everybody in the boat. Let's see if we can start rowing in some similar directions so that we can go deeper against certain causes and take the best of Google, our people, our products, and our cash, and really make a big difference in the world. The best workplace giving programs have not just giving. I think they've got giving and volunteering. And they balance between that individual bringing their whole self to work, and I love this organization and I want to get involved with that. My company supports me in my own personal cause, but it also has that opportunity to demonstrate that the company has a commitment towards something as well, and that you can participate in a company-wide goal around philanthropy or social impact. So you've got that balance between something that's a little bit more aligned maybe with the business and some business objectives, but also that sense that you as an individual, you can give to whatever you want. And that balance is something that I think makes the best programs the best. The most important thing, maybe it's not the most important thing, but I think this is something that I would love to see happen, is to kind of just loosen up a little bit. I think sometimes we constrain people, and when we constrain people, we cut off new ideas. We don't allow for innovation. People want to do this. So let's create the environment within our companies to let people do what I actually think they want to do. They want to make a difference in the world. So how do we create those safe environments for them to share their passions, for them to really work with other employees around things that they care about, to look for those natural connections between what the business is doing and where their skills and talents can align with something good for the world. Sometimes companies constrict. And I get the fact that we need to align sometimes with business goals. That makes a lot of sense. But if you really want to have an engaged workforce, you've got to, just like I said before, have frameworks, not like prescriptions. Give people, some wiggle room within the box. And that's something that I worry about sometimes when I see companies being really restrictive and saying, you can only give to our causes, and we're only going to match if you give to the causes that the company deems are ones worthy. That just doesn't resonate with people. And I hope that more and more companies are getting a little bit looser around those restrictions.